Hi and welcome to this yoga practice, which is going to be all about finding better self-expression and communication. This is part of our Chakra series on yoga with Ilona, and today is the 5th chakra, which is Vishudda. It's the throat chakra, and it's all about our communication skills and the way that we project ourselves into the world. So if this chakra is unbalanced, then we might expect to see somebody who is maybe not the best listener, somebody who struggles to communicate their own feelings and may even have some difficulty with their speech. So today we're going to be working on some throat opening postures, and this is really great for anyone who's feeling a lot of tension in the neck and head area as well. So even if you are not interested in the chakras, that's okay. You can just enjoy the beautiful stretches in this sequence. So we are going to start by finding a comfortable seat on the yoga mat. This can be a low kneeling position or a cross leg. And just start by connecting in with your breath. Close the mouth and breathe in and out through the nose. Take this moment to fully arrive in the present. Breathing in and out smoothly. And in this yoga practice today, I want you to try and work with Ujjayi pranayama. So this is when we lightly tone the upper throat muscles to create a louder breath sound, as though we were almost harring. So as you tone the throat, breathe in and out strongly through the nose. And continuing with this Ujjayi breath, victorious breath. And staying here for a few more moments. And now, if you are a regular practitioner of yoga, you can continue to activate that pranayama the whole time, Ujjayi breath, the loud sound in your throat. If you're new to it, then you might want to take some breaks or just breathe normally. That's totally okay. So staying with the breath here, just beginning to bring some gentle movement into the neck by turning the head slowly from one side to the other. Notice how your neck and throat are feeling in this moment. And then from here, take the head to the center, and you can begin to roll the head in a semicircle slowly from one shoulder over to the other, working out all those little tight areas in the neck. One more time each way. And then bringing the head into the center. We're just going to drop the head right down. Keep the back of the neck long, so you're not rounding the shoulders, just really dropping the weight of the head down. Feel this stretch through the back of the neck. And then lift your chin, keeping space in the back of the neck, so you're not crunching your head back. Just lifting the chin up. Feel the stretch through the front of the throat. And then bring your head back to a neutral position, and we'll make our way all the way to the back of the mat into a child's pose, taking the forehead to the mat and the hands down by your sides. Just take a moment to breathe in your child's pose.
And then from here, extend both hands forward towards the top of the mat. And then breathe in to rise up into a cow spine, really leading with the throat. So open your chin here, lift your chin. Exhale, round all the way back down into a child's pose. And again, breathing in, rise up. Lift the chin, open the throat. Exhale, rounding back. One more time. Lifting up into your cow spine, drop the belly, open the throat. Exhale, rounding back. And then from here, coming to your cat and cow once again, and then we'll make our way down to the mat and come into a cobra pose. So you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together and open the chest. And then try here to look up. Lift your chin, open the throat out. Bring the elbows down into a sphinx if you prefer. So either in cobra or sphinx here, lifting the chin. And then we'll all come forward into this sphinx position. Really hug the elbows in and then lift the chest and the chin. Opening the throat. And then exhale, look down. Now walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Breathe in. And as you exhale, tuck the toes under and lift the sitting bones. So coming back into a downward facing dog with the knees deeply bent. Bring the belly close to the thighs or onto the thighs. Breathe in and then exhale. Find your full downward facing dog, keeping a bend in the knees if you need it. Just exploring your downward facing dog here, pedaling out the feet. If you're doing the whole chakra series with me, you might have noticed that we do a lot of downward dog. This pose is the pose for all chakras, all areas of the body. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, lower the knees, coming back into a low kneeling child's pose at the back of the mat. And here, from child's pose, drag your right hand back behind you, lift the hips, come up into a Ustrasana, camel pose variation with your left arm reaching back behind you. Exhale, drag the left hand all the way around, coming back up into your camel variation. Reach back through the right fingers, bring your left hand behind you. Exhale, flow it out to the other side. Lift your hips, push your hips forward, look up. Exhale, change sides once again. Really enjoy that stretch here, and then exhale back to center. And now we'll come up into a full camel pose. So tucking the toes under as much as you need to, or stay on the tops of the feet if your practice is more advanced. Bring the hands to the backs of the heels. Breathe in as you push the hips forward, opening up into this back bend. And then if it feels okay on your neck, you can lift the chin. So not taking too much weight in the back of the neck, not dropping the head all the way back. So we're just going to lift the chin slightly here, not dropping the head all the way back because it's hard to come out once we've done that. Find this opening through the throat. Another breath in, and then as you exhale, come down the way we came up, sinking the hips back down. Finding your child's pose once again. Just rounding out the back. Breathing into the back body. Extending the fingers forward. And then rising up into a tabletop. Finding your downward facing dog once again. And then from there, you can walk the feet to meet the hands at the top of the mat, coming into a forward fold. And then just sway the body for a few moments here. And then you can roll your way up to standing at the top of your mat. Bring the hands to heart center, find your breath, connect your feet with the earth once again. And then from here we'll come to a standing cobra position. So breathe in as you open the hands out and up. Bring your hands to the third eye and then open your chin up towards the ceiling. So you're really opening the throat here.
Opening the chest. Keep tucking your tailbone down towards the mat. Find this heart opener. And exhale. Back up. Bow the head. Stretch out the back of the neck. And then find your regular standing position with your hands at heart center, ready for a little sun salutation. Full breath in, smooth exhale out. And now as you breathe in, take the hands out and up, look up, open the throat, exhale, bow forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back on the right foot. Bring the right knee down. Inhale in the lunge as you look up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Breathe in plank. And as you exhale, bring your knees down, followed by your chest and chin. Keep your pelvis lifted. Inhale, scoop forward to Cobra Pose, lifting the chest. Exhale, push it back to Downward Facing Dog. Take 3 breaths here, shake the head yes and no. Feel the breath in the throat. 3. Another full breath in, reach the right leg high. Scoop it forward, step it between the hands. Bring your left knee down. With your next inhale, find your low lunge. As you look up, open the throat. Exhale, step and fold at the top of the mat. Breathe in, rise up to standing, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Left side now. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back on the left foot this time. Bring your left knee down. Inhale as you gaze up, lift this chin, plant the hands and step back to plank. Breathing in plank, exhale, knees come down, then the chest and chin, pelvis lifted. Scoop it forward to Cobra Pose as you breathe in and exhale. Push back to Downward Facing Dog. 3 breaths here, remembering to find your Ujjayi breath as much as you can. 3. And then as you breathe in, once again, reach the left leg high. Scoop it forward, step it between the hands. Bring your right knee down. Inhale in the lunge and exhale, step and fold at the top of the mat. Breathe in, rise up to standing, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. And then making your way down to the mat once again. We're going to come to our peak pose today, which is going to be shoulder stand. This is a great pose for balancing and opening Vishudda, the throat chakra. It can be quite a challenging pose, and for some people you might feel more comfortable having a blanket underneath your shoulders. So you might want to go and grab that now. So to come up into shoulder stand, I'm going to come down onto the mat, and then the way that I like to come up is to come up into a bridge pose by lifting the hips, bring my hands underneath my lower back, and then bring my legs up. So this is starting in a very low shoulder stand. If this is enough for you, being on the backs of the arms, stay here. If you want to try extending the legs up, coming into a full shoulder stand, right on the tops of the shoulders, make sure there's space between the floor and the back of your neck, so it's just your head and your shoulders that are on the mat. And then you can take the arms out extended if that feels okay for you. And find the breath in your throat. Keep that space between your chin and your chest. Maybe try some different positions with the legs. Keep breathing smoothly through the throat. And you can even come over into a plow pose if you've done this before, bringing your toes overhead. And then whenever you need to, bringing one leg down and then the other, sinking your hips down and catching yourself with your hands.
Gently lowering your back to the mat. And then you can bring your feet to the floor. Gently just allow your back to neutralize again. Maybe sway your knees from side to side here. And then whenever you're ready, walk your way up onto your elbows. We're just going to come into a fish pose to counteract that deep bend for the neck. So coming up, so you're resting on your forearms. You can extend your legs out or even take a lotus position if that's in your practice with the legs. And then taking the hands underneath the glutes. As you breathe in, drop the head back so your head is suspended. And then if you want to make it more advanced, you can lift the hips as well. Or just keep them down. Feel this stretch out through the front of the throat. Another breath in. And then as you exhale, bring the elbows apart and lower yourself down to the floor. And then you can take the feet as wide as the mat, ready for a few moments of relaxation in Savasana. So just allowing all that tension in the body to release. Release your practice from the throat. Release your attention on the breath. And allow yourself a few moments of total stillness. And now, whenever you're ready, gently turn the head from side to side. Wiggle the fingers and toes. And then whenever you're ready, make your way over to lying on one side with your head resting on your hands. And then when you're ready, you can push yourself up sideways to a seated position. Coming back to a comfortable seat as we started. Finding a nice tall spine. Rounding down through your sitting bones. Feeling the breath in your throat once again. And now, whenever you're ready, bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head and thank yourself for practicing yoga today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. If you did enjoy this yoga practice, then please let me know in the comments. Or if you didn't enjoy it, of course, I really like to hear any kind of feedback, as it really helps me know what kind of videos to make for you. Please also like the video and subscribe to my channel. I post new free yoga videos every single week. The next video will be the next chakra in the chakra series, so it's going to be our third eye chakra. I hope to have you join me for that. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.